line up this way. Demery at the top, an outstanding goal scorer.
Kostmayer as well, 5 goals, 2 assists on this season. This Golden Bear side really aggressive. They can score a lot of goals for fun.
And we're underway at Cobb Stadium, Miami and Cal. Dead in, been tough to come by.
If you are Ken Mister, you're looking for a reaction from your side. A 1-0 loss against Syracuse on this field. So the challenge for the University of Miami side is just to shoulder that responsibility and show a little bit of fight, especially in that final third.
Cal coming into this game with a lot of momentum, down 2-0 to number 1 Virginia in the final 6 minutes of the match, and able to come up with a draw. Kostmayer had a big goal in that game against Virginia. Cal plays it wide, just underway. Not showing any signs of any kind of jet lag.
It's a really good start for this Cal side. Really aggressive. Notice some first 3 minutes in the attacking half, getting numbers higher up the field, being aggressive in terms of their mentality and trying to tilt this game in their favor early on.
Kostmayer and Demery both scored against Virginia. They came up big at the biggest moment of the game. Demery with a touch, gets it on to Kostmayer with 5 goals this season. Easy play for Kios.
Really good ball there. Been really impressed with Von Flasha, how good she is in tight spaces, the ability to break lines with her passing range. Really important piece for Cal going forward.
Easy play for Y in the back. Talk about the Cal goalie in her open, been rock solid for the Golden Bears. Cal finding their way through the Miami defense with an opportunity here percolating early on.
Just notice the amount of numbers Cal drops back and trying to force turnovers. Really good job in terms of hunting in unison and trying to recover back the ball. Done a good job at playing at a really high tempo, moving the ball from left to right and really manipulating this back line for the Miami Hurricanes early on.
Demery had the winning goal against Virginia Tech. That was a 1-0 win for Cal. That came in the 50th minute. Also Cal's 7th shutout of the season. And that's the 4th most in the nation this year.
What you see from this Cal side, scoring 20 times and conceding 14, a really well-balanced side under Neil McGuire, understanding who they want to be in terms of their identity. Very compact defensively as they get numbers behind the ball. and they do allow their attacking players to go out and express themselves to be those game changers.
Hurricanes, their last outing, came up a little bit short against Syracuse. A 1-0 game. Outshot Syracuse 16-13. Had 12 corners in the game. Nicholson had 4 shots. Flynn had 3. Just couldn't find the, couldn't break through. Tegan Y in goal for Cal, has been the ACC Defensive Player of the Week 3 times this season. She's the only player to win that award more than once this year inside the league. Cal very pleased with their draw against Virginia, because after conceding some early goals, they went the final 75 minutes holding down the nation's top team.
If you're Neil McGuire, you have to be very pleased with just a reaction. Not easy to go down 2 goals against a team of that quality to come back, but also their last result, a 1-0 win at Virginia Tech versus Virginia Tech. A team that is full of confidence and understanding how massive this game will be in their playoff hopes.
Cal goalie had 8 saves in that 1-0 victory over Virginia Tech. Second in the ACC with 68 total saves. Over 4 saves per game.
A bit of an awkward coming together. Unfortunate for Kirsan, excuse me.
Freshman from El Dorado Hills, California. I think she's going to be okay.
Just shaking up a little bit.
Got one in the nose there. That always stings. Take another look at this.
As
Ooh,
O'Mahony's trying to go over the top, catches Kirsan straight in the nose. She wasn't ready to start this game. Now she is. A little bit of a wake-up call for the Cal Golden Bear player.
All right, we're going to play on. Kirstad will get some more attention on the Cal bench. Kirsan took one in the face, perhaps the nose. Hurricanes right now seem to be on the back heel.
Just having a really difficult time, the University of Miami side, just building out and trying to gain some real estate higher up the field. So the messaging for Ken Messer is, yes, we want to play through their press, but there's nothing wrong with playing direct and just pushing the ball higher towards our attacking goal.
Comes out wide on the near side for Cal. Alarcon there for Miami. Now the Canes get it across the midline with Mellenhorst. O'Mahony. Pass a little bit too heavy for Hood. If the Hurricanes can find their way to the victory circle tonight, Miami will have the most wins in a season since 2016. They had their most non-conference wins this year since 2011.
What we've seen under Ken Messer is an identity that's continuing to grow for the University of Miami. A team that wants to be on the ball, that has a bit more confidence on the ball. to progress in between lines. Been really good defensively, but they've struggled, especially in ACC play, to try to find the back of the net. So that's going to be the next step in the progression underneath Ken Masur.
Only the second all-time meeting between Miami and Cal. Bradick in goal for Miami the first half. That's been the case all season long. Here's a chance for Cal. Shot is a turn, a shot and score. And Cal has the icebreaker 10 minutes into our match. And a quick turn and a shot. Kostmayer, her 6th goal of the season. And it's 1-0 Cal.
Fantastic goal from Kostmayer. The ability to use her body and pin back her defender, but also the very soft feet. Notice how good of a first touch that is to set her up to strike this ball with the second contact. Rolls her defender, and it's a picture-perfect strike to that far post. No chance for Bradick. And deserving, this Cal side comes into Coral Gables and takes the lead early in this first half.
So 1-0 Cal, 9 minutes in. 6th goal of the year. Kostmayer and Cal perhaps still riding that wave of momentum after their last 2 games against Virginia and Virginia Tech. Have a 1-0 lead over Miami.
Just so important for an attacking player to be spatially aware, especially into the 18-yard box. Notice how tight her defender is on her backside, to the ability just to spin, but her first touch is excellent for Kostmayer. It's a really well taken goal from the leading goal scorer for Cal.
Cal trying to keep the pressure on. Ball finds Thistle. Sends it across. Onto it for Cal with some fancy work is Hills. McMahon plays it far side of the field. Nice step around. Cal up 1-0 and looking for his second right here in the box. Shot is away. Oh, Bradick with a nice save. Going down low, and Bradick is there to foil the shot.
Really well done from Kirsten here as she gets this ball from her right back position. Now she plays it wide and she continues centrally. Notice the area of the field that she can really manipulate this Miami Hurricanes back line. Good strike, even better save, fantastic positioning from Bradick, and really secure hands from the goalkeeper.
28th save of the year for Bradick. Perhaps a momentum-changing play that Miami needed.
A little bit of confidence now for the Hurricanes as you see your goalkeeper make that big of a save and that quality of a save, especially on the wide parts of the field. We've seen Cal do a really good job at understanding as the wide players stay wide. Now the outside backs come centrally to create an overload.
Mellon Horst we saw going to the end line. 992 minutes played so far this season for the outstanding freshman. Fontana was squeezed between 2 Miami defenders. Kostmayer a goal 9 minutes in. A 1-0 lead for the Cal Golden Bears. Cal at Virginia and Virginia Tech at home. Now on this road trip here in Miami, then up to Tallahassee before finishing at home against rival Stanford. Cal showed a lot of grit and determination in their games against Virginia and Virginia Tech. That is carried over here to the beginning of this game.
Been all one-way traffic in favor of the visiting side. Just the spacing, the balance, essentially it. It's done a good job for Cal putting pressure on this back line of the Hurricanes.
Nice save by Breda. Cal 21 goals this season off 9 different boots. 14 total Bears have accounted for the team's 57 points coming into this game.
And that shows you that they're really well balanced going forward. The ability to score goals in different ways, whether it is set pieces, 1v1 ability, or through combination, a complete attacking unit Ian McGuire has for his side.
Demery was lurking close by. Demery, the big goal against Virginia Tech. Simpson plays it back for Miami. Now back to Breda. Hurricanes trying to weave their way through a thicket of Cal Bear players.
Just needs to be a tad bit quicker for the Hurricanes when building out of the back, because as Cal is stepping high and they're being aggressive, there is space centrally, but you need to be able to exploit it. And the way that you do that is clean with your technical ability, but also very high tempo is needed for the Hurricanes.
Mellenhorst, nice move, nudges it over to the far sideline. McMahon back defending for Cal. Cal 3-1-3 inside the ACC, 7-2-7 overall. Last season, Cal's first inside the ACC. They went 13-6-2 overall, 5-4-1 in the ACC. Went to the NCAA tournament, had their first win in the NCAA tournament in 10 years.
Really good touch there for Mellenhorst.
Here comes Mellenhorst working her way in, weaving through 1v1. Mellenhorst off the left foot, gets the carom. Nice job setting up Hood. Hood trying to off the left foot toward the top of the box. Canes with a threat right here. Back for Hood. Is there an opening there? Hood tries to find it, but Miami is finally thwarted by Wide.
Best action that we've seen from Miami, and it comes with Mellenhorst. Her ability to bypass her pressure with the ball at her feet requires a lot of attention. As Caroline Hurd with her mobility and her verticality. Good action for the Hurricanes, hopefully to grow some confidence for the remainder of this first half.
Hurricanes trying to keep the press on. Why able to gobble that one up, calm things down for Cal. Interesting to note, Ricky, in Cal's record, 7-2-7. 7 seems like a lot of draws to me. That means a lot of games hanging in the balance.
And a team that seems to be very comfortable with pressure as well, understanding that those little minute details can be the difference of picking up 3 points or 0 points. We've seen through the first portion of this first half, I'll do a really good job at just weathering those nice little attacking unit opportunities in favor of the Hurricanes.
Each team with 2 shots. Cal has found the back of the nets. Amanda Peck holding for Miami on the sideline with a throw-in. Griner will come on. O'Mahony will get a rest. Ackle also comes in for Flynn. Cal comfortably moving the ball around. Good pinpoint passing here by the Golden Bears. This one floats in off the head, and Bradick is right there. Good idea, though, by Cal.
Really good effort from Cal. As you see Thistle a little bit slow to get back on her feet. But Cal's finding a lot of success when just baiting this Hurricane back line to step up, and then they play in between the lines. And as you see this ball come in, Thistle, a little bit of contact with Lerwick at the back end of this action, but she's okay to continue on. Good signs for Cal.
One goal to nil, Cal. Hurricanes trying to end this cold front that's lasted 5 games in terms of scoring. Fontana on the move. Cal with something brewing here again with a 1-goal lead. Weighing their options deep in the Miami end. Do they have a grand finale right here for this possession? Doherty. Now they'll try the other side. Long ball comes in, defended by Miami, and cleared away by the Hurricanes.
Good positioning from Lerwick, but also really good decision as well to understand no need to try to play out of that pressure. Just clear your lines and get rid of danger.
Kloss sends it to her left. Now we got a foot race here toward the end line. Good bit of defending by Miami. Amanda Peck really hustling along the sideline.
It's been a nice little battle that we've seen on that far side between Peck and Dimry. Again, just so clever. This Cal side's ability to change your point of attack to be vertical, good positioning, good angle from Peck at the back end just to come across and deny this cross in.
It's like Peck hit another gear there in the final couple of steps. Here's a corner for Cal. Miriam Hills, a junior from Germany, will volley this one in. Off the left foot toward the far post. It's headed right in the middle. Good bit of defending by Miami. Alarcon has worked hard here tonight for Miami. Quick throw in now for Cal, coming from Doherty.
Alarcon has had herself a really good season. 3 goals, 4 assists on the year. Ability to do a little bit of everything, cover a lot of ground, put out fires, a big part of the Hurricanes.
There's Fontana. Seems like Fontana's been everywhere here tonight.
She has the freedom to go and search the game, Fontana. 1 goal, 2 assists on the season, especially when you have a striker like Kostmayer that requires so much attention. The emphasis is on the players around her, whether it is running in behind or picking up second balls underneath her. A really good sense of an identity of how Cal likes to attack going forward.
Hurricanes trying to settle down and get back into an offensive rhythm here. Showed a spark midway through this first half. Cal has carried much of the play. Spirited performance by the Miami Hurricanes. Here's a long ball. Can Miami run onto this one? It's a possibility, and it's deflected away. Nice long ball and great hustle, long strides there, trying to catch up to it for the University of Miami.
It's the first time that we've seen the Hurricanes elect to play over the top. Good ball in from Wheeler, even better effort from Griner as she comes across, and I love how she hits it first time, noticing that she has no time and space to take that second touch to put pressure on Cal.
Griner went into an extra gear as well. Here's Alarcon with a corner for Miami. They had 12 against Syracuse in their last outing. Canes have been good this year on their set pieces. Nicholson tried to get a piece of that one. Throwing for Callow on the sideline. Fontana onto it again. Fontana's in her 6th year at Cal. Missed last season because of an injury. Made 9 starts in 12 matches in 2023. Fontana embarked on her college career in 2019 and has spent time with the U17 and U18 women's national team. Back in 2018, spent time with the U.S. national team as well.
With not only ability from Fontana, you also get experience. Been around the college game for that many years, understanding how to deal with different situations. So a big piece, yes, with the talent and the productivity, but within the locker room as well. True leader for Cal.
This one toward the near post.
Bit of confusion.
Yeah.
Does seem like Fontana does take the last touch before the ball goes over the end line, affording the Hurricanes a dangerous set piece. Here with just a little bit over 17 minutes remaining, you're looking for quality within this service right on top of that 6-yard box to cause some chaos right in front of Y's goal.
So a big moment for Miami coming up here in the first half. They play it low, send it in, and redirected by Cal. Peck on to it for Miami. Very nice move. Did not get the reward. Cal scored 9 minutes in for a 1-goal-to-none lead. Kostmayer scored for the Golden Bears, her 6th goal of the season. Onto it and moving up the field for Cal is Hills. Right through a skipping Fontana. Hills out wide. On to Kloss. Kloss again nudges it. This one redirected off the head, and Bradek alertly makes a nice save for Miami.
Not enough power from Von Flashing, but really well worked from Cal again. The amount of number century, so the space is wide to come back on top of that 18-yard box. It's a good header. Difficult to beat a goalkeeper of Bradek from that distance. Not enough power. But again, a little bit of promise shown by the Cal Golden Bears. Watch out here.
Here come the Hurricanes with a chance into the box. Miami with a close range shot, and that one is stopped again by Cal. Right on it is Y on the near post.
Good opportunity for Ackle. Gets on the inside track of her individual marker. Now is when you need her to be a bit more aggressive, to take this touch towards that goal and just put your laces through it. Force Y to make a save. Notice this touch right here as it slows her down, allowing 2 Cal defenders to come across and just make that window a tad bit tighter to open up the goal.
Hurricanes looking for the equalizer, got very close. Wheeler with a touch. Wheeler gets it right back. We'll see if conditioning becomes a factor. We are in the fall now, but temperatures in South Florida still in the 80s. Especially with a lot of humidity.
Especially with the travel that Cal had to endure to get here, flying cross country. So if you are the Hurricanes, continue to get on the ball, continue to have the movement from left to right, really forcing the fitness of this Cal side.
Serlinga comes on for Miami. Sand left the game momentarily because of an injury, but has played well. That one gets away from Cal. Nice goal kick by Bradek. Gets Cal in a retreat. I think we lost the ball.
Need that to play. But Miami has been the most dangerous when they're not trying to play in between the lines, when they're just playing a bit more direct and trying to fight not only for the initial ball, but moments just like this as well. Finding success at winning that second battle. And now you allow your players to be more aggressive in terms of their positioning.
Here come the Golden Bears. Whitaker with an overlap with Hills. Thwarted by Miami, but right back onto the foot of Doherty. And then McMahon, as Cal continues to string together one pass after another. Kursan with a throw in. Lurking close by is Peck.
Besides the goal that Miami has conceded, they've actually done a really good job defensively. Box defending has been good, but have to deal with a dangerous set piece as Crosby Nicholson gets caught in a little bit late within her challenge. And what an opportunity this is for the Golden Bears to double their lead. A little bit over 10 remaining in this first half here.
Hills and Thistle collaborating on this one. Hurricanes will pay close attention to Dimry. Dimry, a dangerous scorer, comes from a very athletic family. Her dad, Charles, played in the NFL. This one headed over the top of the crossbar. Kostmayer, who had the first goal, was looking for number 2.
Does a good job. The right side of your screen, Kostmayer at the end. You see the argument for the Cal player saying that the last touch actually comes off of a Miami defender. The Hurricanes get away with one here. She's been a handful, Kostmayer.
They've got dual threats, Kostmayer and Dimry. Both can score. That puts a lot of pressure on any defense.
Now 10 goals between the two for the Cal Golden Bears. Talked about the balance and how they can score goals in different ways when you have not one but 2 prolific goal scorers. Just a nightmare for any opposing defending unit, because now you have to find the balance of separating the service into both of them.
Kostmayer, by the way, is a transfer from Stanford. Went to a rival school, from Stanford to Cal. Last year for Stanford, played 320 minutes. Her sophomore season appeared in 20 matches. Her freshman season, all Pac-12 freshman team. 2 more subs coming on for Cal. Demery getting a rest. Anaba comes on for the first time tonight for Miami. Molly Hop comes on for the Cal Golden Bears. Here come the Hurricanes with a chance now. Coming up the near side, this one deflected away. And again, Miami sneaky quick in transition.
And it comes with winning the second ball. As Alarcon doing a fantastic job at being proactive versus reactive. And then it comes down to her decision making to get Acko involved. Good move here for the Hurricanes. The 6 remaining here, really important to get in a rhythm and just cause some concern for this back line of Cal. Put the ball into the mixer, not only win the initial ball, but try to be more aggressive at squeezing this game and keeping it in your attacking half of play. Good ball from Anaba.
Griner. 1v1. Griner gets to the left foot and gets a shot away. And again, thwarted by Tegan Y.
Starting to get in a little bit of a rhythm. The Hurricanes are first. It comes with this ball from Anaba, but I love the aggressiveness here from Griner to put her marker on her heels, but as she takes that touch, now you need to go far post. Notice how far to the right Y is. If you pick up your head, there's a massive angle. If you can slot it towards that second post, it's 1-1. You tie this game.
Cal standing on a 1-goal-to-none lead. Scored 9 minutes into the match. Another good chance for Miami. Good determination right there. That Griner again, I believe it was. Surrounded by a couple of defenders, might have been at goal. And then there's Nicholson in there.
Just get the feeling that Miami is starting to grow in a little bit of confidence. Acko doing a good job. And not only being one Golden Bear defender, but 2. And as this ball comes up, a bit of unbalance from Nicholson as she's leaning back, unable to make clean contact on the ball.
Lerwick, a nice takeaway for Miami. Anaba trying to find some space. Goes one way, comes back the other for Griner. Griner, a nice touch after collecting it. Into open space. Alarcon. Here's a big shot coming in. That one is a little bit too hot for Anaba.
It's made a positive impact. Anaba, left side of your screen, number 23. Notice the recognition right now, and the change of pace. Alarcon understands the back line of Cal is retreating, so where's the space? 18 yards out, the cutback. But as an attacking player, notice how she almost stabs at it. And now that's why she gets underneath it. When a ball's coming towards you, your top priority is to keep your shoulders over it and just strike directly through it.
Inside the final 4 minutes, Cal got off to a quick start, playing with lots of energy. But after that long trip, perhaps a little bit of fatigue setting in, trying to get to the intermission to catch their second wind. Looks like Lerwick hit her shoulder hard.
Bit awkward on the follow through from Lerwick as her shoulders exposed. The opposing player just comes through. A lot of contact from Whittaker, but good to see Lerwick back on her own power.
Cal weighing their options on this one. A sea of bodies will be waving toward the goal here. Well struck. Just could not get to the left foot. Cal had it in the box. Trying to get it to her left foot, just couldn't get there. Griner back doing some defending now. Miami does not want to concede a second late goal here. Wheeler involved. Corner coming up for Cal. It'll be their second corner of the night. They have 5 shots, 4 on goal. Miami has 6 shots here in the first half, 3 on goal. Two minutes to go in the first half. We'll take a look at some news and notes and upcoming games at halftime. Out wide, Thistle ready to receive that one. 90 seconds to go here in the half. Thistle onto it on the near side. Tries to play it into space. Back defending for Miami is Simpson. Thistle gets it right back as we approach 1 minute to go. Whitaker running out of room on the near side. Cal back in the attack mode in the final 30 seconds of the half. Bradick has to come out and able to cut just inside of an oncoming Mia Van Moore.
Good recognition for Bradick. As this ball goes wide, your job as a goalkeeper is to stay with it in terms of the line of the service. Especially if you do step off of your line, you need to be decisive. Bradick has been really good in this first half for the University of Miami, and a big reason why it's only 1-0 in favor of Cal.
So we've reached intermission. Cal with a 1-goal-to-none lead. They scored 9 minutes in. Miami's outshot them 6-5. Cal has 4 shots on Duke. So Miami's been involved in close matches as well. And here we go, second half is underway. If anything, at this time of the year, inside the ACC, you are battle tested. Cal, their second year inside the ACC, made the tournament, NCAA tournament a year ago, battling to get into the ACC tournament this year. Should be a postseason tournament team. Ken Masur trying to build his program to that level. He'll have a lot of good evidence for future Hurricanes that want to participate inside the ACC.
Just completely different stages of how these two teams are right now. Ken Masur, second season here at University of Miami, is still trying to create an identity, still trying to create a culture and who the Hurricanes want to be on and off the ball, defensively and offensively, versus a Cal team where Neil McGuire has been there for 19 years. So he has the culture built, knows exactly what he wants from his players and the profile of players that he wants to recruit.
19 years, you talk about continuity. Here come the Hurricanes. Grinder with a chance has the ball taken away. I think you find in college athletics and some of the other Olympic sports, coaches have more longevity than they do in some of the, we'll call them the premier sports. The other football, really short longevity. If you're not turning the corner in a hurry, and even if you are, have a couple of bad games and you might be out. I'm always for the longevity. Grinder off sides. I just think when you have continuity in your program, and if you build a program that's able to celebrate great years, but also withstand a season where things don't go your way, and you're going to have those kind of seasons, you're going to have a better program in the long run.
Consistency, that's all you can ask for. And how you get consistency, you get experience, you get years behind that. Every single one of these coaches in every sport understand that it's a result-driven business, but also understand that it takes time to build what you want.
Sometimes everything will go your way, and sometimes the best laid plans of mice and men often go awry. And when they do, that's where patience is required. Olofsson is new goalie for Miami, as has been the case all season long. Adley Olofsson playing half number 2. Corner kick coming up here for Cal. Hurricanes conceded a goal 9 minutes in to the match. And since that time, the game has ebbed and flowed, but pretty much been played on level terms.
A little bit of a tactical difference that we're seeing from the Hurricanes.
That one scoots just wide.
Kostmayer showing a little bit of a different side, the ability to run in behind and stretch this game. But as she takes that touch towards the byline, you need more movement. You need more options in front of her. Such a really good ball right across the face of that goal. If someone's crashing towards that far post, it's 2-0 in the blink of an eye for Cal.
Cal, another corner kick. Cal's come out of the locker room hot. This one just a little bit wide again.
Juan Flasher doing a good job at picking up this second ball, and as it pops out, notice how quickly she sets her feet. Inside of the foot gives her that accuracy, trying to pick out that far post, and nearly squeaks it in.
Good job by Peck leaning in. Hurricanes trying to get one past. Tegan Y, last year as a junior, started 10 games. Y played for Team USA, the U20 team. So she missed part of last season because she was on the US U20 team. Last season went 6-3, had one shutout. This time the three-time ACC Defensive Player of the Week. This one is headed and out of play.
Awkward from Griner, the way that she comes down and almost gets underswiped. She's been very good for the University of Miami Hurricanes. Times her jump to perfection, and as there's a lot of contact on the second part of this. Hills comes across and just takes her out.
That Griner hit the ground hard.
Good to see her just pop right back up. She had herself a fantastic game. Sarah Griner has.
Back to Griner. Hurricanes a little bit short-handed. Had some injury situations, a little bit short-handed, not short on heart. We'll try to put together a great closing argument here in the second half. Cal holding on to a 1-goal-to-none lead. Peck being shadowed there. Wheeler plays it all the way back. Wheeler will get it back from Olofsson on the near sideline. Being tailgated. Here's a long one. Oh, breaking in. I believe that was Griner coming in from the near side. Just couldn't catch up to it.
Then the next 10 minutes or so, expect this game to be wide open. The Miami Hurricanes are trying to search a result, so they're going to be more aggressive. They're going to play a little bit more direct on Route 1. And for the Cal Golden Bears, understanding that Miami is going to overextend themselves and leave themselves vulnerable going back the other way, so that allows a lot of green grass into the attacking phase of play. This game is going to start to spread wide open.
More space there, Simpson. This one cleared toward midfield, collected by Cal. Doherty onto it wide. Mellenhorst, good job weaving through Cal defenders. Just could not connect on the near side here with Griner. Mellenhorst always plays hard and finds some way to contribute.
Very high ceiling for Mellenhorst, player that has shown real promise for the Hurricane.
Look out, here come the Cal Golden Bears. Miami into a retreat. Cal with a chance here. The shot is in. Cal has found their second goal. They were attacking, and they got their reward. Let's see who officially gets that goal for Cal to stretch this lead to 2-0.
Great goal from Cal. It starts with the extra pass here and really unselfish from Thistle as she continues to make her run. Notice how she brings in her defender, allowing Fontana at the back post. And as this ball comes across, really well taken goal from Fontana. Notice how she hits it first time, not allowing Olofsson to get set, and just finds that far post. Great goal from the Cal Golden Bears.
Fontana's been all over the field here tonight. And now her impact is felt on the scoreboard. Second goal of the season, 56 minutes, 2-0 lead now for Cal.
A little bit of breathing room now for Neil McGuire and the Cal Golden Bears. Understanding now have to have that balance of being very defensive-minded, protecting the clean sheet, protecting the result. But also, if there is an opportunity to make it third and put this game to bed, you take it, and you be ruthless.
Now, if you're the Miami Hurricanes, now what?
You need a reaction, and you need one quick. Put the ball into a dangerous area, just cause a little bit of chaos, and just be as aggressive as you possibly can for the remainder of this game.
Talked about Fontana earlier, missed last season with an injury. Sixth year for her this season. Fontana plays with a knee brace. Naba gets it over to Griner.
Set pieces are a fantastic way for the Hurricanes to cut this lead in half, especially with how dangerous you've been to put pressure on White.
Here's a Naba. Hurricanes trying to cut this in half, down 2 goals. A little more than a half an hour to go. Toward the far post, poked away. Oh, off the crossbar after the demolition derby. Miami had the ball, hit the sidebar, and then Y is there to make the play. Hurricanes didn't give up on the play. And now let's see what the situation is going to be. Hit the post. There was a crash at the top of the box that nearly benefited Miami. So now we'll see what this replay is all about. Brad Church is our referee. So play on. Hurricanes nearly cut that lead in half. Good bit of action there. Heads up play, but Cal able to withstand the pressure. Wheeler hustling back on defense. And Naba defending for Miami, defending on Coco Thistle. Thistle involved in that second goal. Olofsson with a goal kick for Miami. Across the midline. Here comes Mellenhorst. Puts the brakes on. Trying to find a friend. Kloss with it. Plays a long ball for Cal. Hurricanes really spread out here now. Kersan with it. Into the box, trying to get toward the end line. Fires toward the far post. Deflected by Miami. Kersan still down in there. And again, the Hurricanes have to clear it away. Well, that one is within a hair's breadth of a 3-goal game.
Kersan was really active in that first half and very good 1v1 ability just to drop her shoulder, create a little bit of separation. But as you cut to that byline, you need to keep the ball on the ground, allowing your teammates just to come on and get contact with the service.
Kersan again. Watched by Inaba. This one crossing, Olofsson right there to scoop it up for Miami. Quick outlet for Inaba. Mellenhorst. Hurricanes trying to push forward, down by 2. Half an hour to go. Greiner tries to get it into open space. Greiner again. Trying to get to the left foot. That's deflected away by Kersan. Corner kick coming up for Miami.
Greiner's been the best player for the University of Miami going forward. Showing a bit of personality and skill to go 1v1 and continuing to ask questions of the Cal Golden Bears back line.
Inaba with the corner kick. Reese Severns also in the match for Miami. There's White. She's been outstanding in goal tonight. 4 saves. So Linga back in for Miami. Now the corner will come from Wheeler. Wheeler volleys this one in. Off the head, and Y is right there to make the play. Severns in the area for Miami, and Y puts an end to the Miami threat. What is it about this Cal squad that you've seen, Ricky, with under 30 minutes to go that has caught your attention?
It's been really impressive with their ability to read the game. Specifically, to start that first half, how aggressive they were, understanding that they needed to set the tone, they needed to set the tempo. And once they settled into this game and once they got that goal, they kind of dropped off a little bit and just baited the University of Miami to step higher. And then when they do step higher, the ability to exploit place spaces in between the lines, and that's how ultimately they found their second goal with the quick movement of the ball, very unselfish. A team that is very well organized and very well disciplined is this Cal Golden Bear side.
Cal coming off a tie against Virginia, win against Virginia Tech. Have carried that momentum into South Florida. I mentioned at the top how they're going to finish Florida State and Stanford. Murderers Row.
That's why this match was just so important for their postseason hopes.
Serlingo away with it. Now Severns. Closely marked. Right there, McMahon every inch of the way. Severns trying to give Miami an opportunity there. Whitaker back in. Borthwick will get a rest. Whitaker comes in. Whitaker has played 31 minutes so far tonight. Hurricanes still have North Carolina on the schedule. The defending champs, Stanford and North Carolina, coming up.
That's exactly why you elect to come to a school that plays into the ACC, the best conference in college soccer. You're always going to get the best competition, which ultimately gets you better, pushes you in your competitiveness.
Stanford on Sunday, North Carolina a week from tonight. Then they finish the season against Virginia Tech on the road. Now, if you want challenging soccer, you're going to get it in this conference. Kersand following it with Serlenga. Kostmayer and Fontana, the goal scorers tonight for Cal. Kostmayer in the 9th minute, Fontana in the 56th. Olofsson comes all the way up for Miami. Wide punches it away. 2-goal lead for Cal, for Miami trying to find a path back in.
Back-to-back actions that we've seen Wide do a good job at commanding her 6-yard box. We always talk about it as for a goalkeeper, decision making is everything. If you do step off of your line, you need to make sure that you make a play on this ball. And more importantly, you put it up and away from danger, not allowing any sort of rebound. Good goalkeeping from Wide.
Alarcon got herself into a cul-de-sac there, trying to find a way out. Now Lerwick. Mellenhorst pushed from behind. Cal reclaims the possession. If you are Cal, you have a 2-goal lead. Miami has had a tough time scoring here in the ACC the last several games. If you're Cal, you have that information, and you're up 2 goals. Are you more defensive now?
You have to find a balance of doing that. Right, understanding that, yes, you want to get a clean sheet, but the last thing that you want is to invite the amount of pressure that Miami, especially that we saw in that end of that first half. Right, you want to get on the ball, take the game away from Miami. That will be your best defense at playing this game in the attacking half, further away from your defending goal.
Fontana with 1 goal already tonight. Fontana has played 53 minutes of this match. Mellenhorst trying to relieve the pressure for Miami.
Because it takes one little mistake, one naive moment, and Miami's able to score. They can make this game really interesting on the back end of it. So for Cal, the last thing that you want is to have one of those moments. But if you have the ability to make that 3rd goal, now you put this game to bed.
Kersand for Fontana. Wheeler back. Here comes Peck. Then Wheeler. Zerlenga. Olofsson will scoop it up. Heading to the late stages of our match. Just over 20 minutes to go. Good bit of defending by the Hurricanes. Kersan there for Cal. Plays it forward, middle of the field. Now Cal plays forward. Fontana coming up the right flank. Far side of the field for Cal with a 2-goal lead. A chance here, shot is away, Olofsson with a nice save. That was the blast, almost from point blank range. And Olofsson makes the save on Kostmayer.
Just so impressive for Kostmayer's ability to play with her back to goal, but also her ability to feel where the pressure's coming and create her own space.
Kostmayer, the former Stanford Cardinal, 1 goal tonight, 6 on the season.
Combine that with her very soft feet and her finishing ability, you have a complete forward in ACC play. Really impressive showing for the attacking player for Cal.
Zerlenga in a 1v1. Throw-in will come from Peck. Flynn will come back onto the pitch for Miami. We see here, Ricky.
Just so tight and so good in tight spaces. Kostmayer, notice a quick feet right there to create a little bit of separation. It's just a quick shot. Makes life very difficult for a defender to close down the space with how good she is to get her shot off. Really impressive with Kostmayer.
Throw in for Miami so far. 12 shots for the Canes, 10 for Cal. Cal is 6 on goal and 2 have found the back of the net. Miami with 6 corners to Cal's 4. Chance for Miami. Doherty in a battle there for the Golden Bears. Why with an easy play? Very composed, very much in control. In goal for Cal. Coco Thistle hit the deck hard. Olofsson will easily track that one down. 17.5 minutes to go as Peck runs on, so a time is a commodity that is not in Miami's favor. going to take a little replay here. Ricky and I were looking at each other. Brad Church.
I think it's to you, Joe.
I don't know. It's not Valentine's Day. Perhaps he heard something from the crowd. I don't know. But he blew a kiss to somebody.
Who's on the receiving end? That's the question.
I suspect perhaps somebody was not in total agreement with his rulings. Emily Hop comes on. Here comes Griner for Miami. Ackle will go out. Van Moore in for Cal. Hop trying to get to it. Two Miami defenders are there. Kersan lobs it in. Off the head, deflected. Can Olofsson get there? And she does. Olofsson quickly scooped it up under heavy pressure. I think that was Whitaker that was trying to sneak in. Can Miami find a goal here in the next couple of minutes? And then have a dramatic finish. Here comes Griner trying to answer that question. Griner out front. Cal defenders get back. Serlenga comes up the left flank for Miami.
Then Griner is the focal point going forward for the Hurricanes, continuing to put pressure, continuing to be very direct and very aggressive as she plays this ball into Serlenga. Another dangerous set piece in favor of the Hurricanes. We've seen them elect to go short on a numerous of set piece opportunities, but now you just need to put this thing into the mixer right on top of that doorstep.
Here comes Wheeler, sends it in, cleared by Cal. What would a goal do for the Miami Spirits? Hurricanes still playing with huff and puff. Olofsson sends it in. Mellenhorst with some fancy footwork. Peck. That one's saved, but Miami can't generate much out of that one. Peck knocks it out of play. Kersan gets it in to Van Moore. Golden Bears looking for an important win, holding on to that number 6 spot inside the ACC. Coming up the near side, Hop. Hurricanes trying to change their fortune in the final 12 and a half minutes now at Cobb Stadium in Coral Gables. Mellenhorst gets loose. Mellenhorst's shot comes in, and out to make another save is wide. Mellenhorst has gone almost all the way in this match. Horst again trying to weave her way through defenders. Horst ushers it and then gets knocked down, play on. This one steered over to Hop, sent in, deflected away by Miami. Van Moore in the area for Cal. Another corner coming up for the Golden Bears. This will be their 6th of the night. Miami has 7. Jones off the left foot, tries to curl this one in. Bradek and Olofsson have done a nice job for it. Miami's interesting this deep in the season. It's been this way all year. One plays one half, one plays the second half. Maybe neither is distinguished, or it's just worked for Miami. Either way, both kids seem to have a good attitude about it, and they've kept Miami in the games.
It's an interesting situation. Not very often do you see goalkeepers split time, not only in a season, but within games. Not a really mental test for Olofsson and Bradek, understanding that no matter what you do within 45 minutes of gameplay, more times often than not, it'll be the next player up. But yet, Kostmayer has full trust in both goalkeepers.
This one ping-ponged around, and Miami get to a finish on it with Flynn. I always feel like the one coming off the bench has the tougher job.
100%.
Whether it's a goalie or a third baseman coming into the game in the 8th inning. Somehow, some way, the athletic gods find that person who's coming off the bench.
Really difficult, not only physically, but mentally as well. Right? You have to get up the tempo you have to be able to read how the game is flowing and just jump right in with both feet.
We're into the 80th minute. Player down for Cal. They're nearing the finish line. That's McMahon. McMahon has played every minute so far. So trying to grab a few seconds of rest. 81 minutes she's gone in this match. Two nothing right now, Cal. Here's how we have been able to get to this spot. First goal of the game, 9 minutes in.
Really well done from Kostmayer, the ability to spin her defender and just such a quick release. And then it comes down to Fissel, her timing and her patience to bring in Lyric, allowing Fontana to creep in towards that weak side. It's a really well taken goal as well. Two fantastic goals that we've seen from Cal.
So that's our situation. Cal, a 2-0 leader. Miami has some making up to do here in the final 8 minutes. Cal with 7 shutouts coming into this match. Coming in 20 goals, 8 different boots. Tonight 2 goals. Interesting to note, 6 make the ACC tournament. Last year, 9 from the ACC made the NCAA tournament.
This tells you how deep the ACC is in the amount of quality in this conference.
Seven this year are ranked in the top 25. Cal won last season's meeting in Berkeley 3-2. Now North's trying to turn. Oh, good hustle, but boy, that's a hard fall there for Flynn, who's been really working hard here. Showing right onto the track on that one.
The work rate never in question for Moore Flynn. Started this game as the striker with her movement, her effort. Tough as the track is surrounding the field. When you talk about a play like that, down 2-0, 7 minutes remaining, shows you the personality and shows you the fight and the spirit that Moore Flynn has.
Here's Hop with her tailgating her as Peck. Coming up on 6 minutes to go. Bonflasha sends that wide. Cal starting their Florida road trip 6 minutes away from the winner's circle. Make that trip to Tallahassee a lot shorter.
Also give them some confidence, understanding that they can come into a difficult place to play and get a result and a clean sheet as well. It's been a really impressive defensive performance from Neil McGuire and his side. Very committed to doing the dirty side of the ball, this Cal side is.
Now under 5 minutes to play in Coral Gables. Wheeler rushers it near side. Then a long distribution. Can the Hurricanes in the final 5 minutes unlock this Cal defense? Kursan is down for the second time tonight. Here's another look. Kursan injured 1 minute into our game.
There's argument to Brad Church saying that it's not a foul. Initially, tend to agree with those comments. It does seem like Moore Flynn makes contact with the ball. Notice where the ball ends up. Out of bounds. So it indicates that there is contact with the ball. Maybe the follow through catches Kursan from Moore Flynn. Again, never questioning the effort from the attacking player of the Hurricanes. Notice where this ball goes. It's not a foul. Kursan actually kicks Moore Flynn, and that is why she goes down.
So the clock stops with 4.5 to play. Kursan was injured in the first minute, then proceed to play the rest of the game up until this point. Shaken up. Now we'll get a replay on this one as well. Another look at it here, Ricky.
For Brad Church, maybe looking that the studs are exposed for more Flynn. I see nothing in that whatsoever.
Looks like Kursan
Kicks more Flynn.
Yeah, and came down hard on both knees, but I don't know if there was a hyperextension there or she's visibly upset. Kursan from Oak Ridge High School, El Dorado Hills, California. Just a freshman. Majoring in public health at Cal and having trouble putting weight on the right knee. So Kursan, who's had a good night in the pitch, gingerly walking off the field. Borthwick will come on for Cal here in the final 4.5 minutes. Okay, play resumes. In Coral Gables, 4.5 to go. Cal scored 1 in the first half, 1 in the second half. So far, that's all they've needed, leaning on a 2-goal lead. Kostmayer had the first goal right there, number 19. So Lengo along the near sideline. Quick throw in now by Peck. Taken wide, 5 saves tonight. Bradick had 3 in the first half. Olofsson 1 here in the second. Possession now with Cal. Two and a half to go at Cobb Stadium. Cal just trying to run out the clock now. Canes with 14 shots, 5 on goal, but be another contest where Miami cannot find the back of the net. Doesn't get any easier for Miami with Stanford knocking on the door, and then North Carolina. Sometimes offense in any sport is contagious. When you can score, all of a sudden everybody feels like they can get in on the act. When a cold front has set in, it gets awfully tough.
Momentum and confidence, especially for an attacking player, is everything in this sport. If you continue to see the ball hit the back of the net, you continue to take your chances. The confidence starts to gain higher, and that is infectious, like you just mentioned, Joe, for every single player on the field. An opportunity here for Olofsson just to put this ball right between that 6-yard box and penalty mark to try to give a little bit of life here to the Hurricanes.
Final minute of play. Mellenhorst. Now in the final 30 seconds. Cal scored 2 goals. Been enough to handle this match. 1 in the first half, 9 minutes in. Then in the 56th minute, last huff and puff for Miami. That one goes over the crossbar. Final seconds ticking off the clock here in Coral Gables. And Miami will be thwarted again in ACC play. And Cal will have earned a huge road win in their pursuit of getting into the ACC postseason. Big win for Cal. Kostmayer got him